Welcome to Last Night's Coffee with Chuck and Jon.
It's shake and bake time.
Greetings, Earthlings and locally hated fair organizers. This is Last Night's Coffee with Chuck and Jon, episode number 213. I'm Chuck. That's Jon. I would be speaker 1. He would be speaker 2. If you look at the transcript.
Do you look at the show transcripts?
I did last week because I wanted to reference. I wanted to see if I was checking for a stat.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Did you throw the stat out there?
It was, no, I didn't. Dude, I didn't get to watch much football this weekend. Did you get to watch any? I know my perfect record is no longer.
Yeah.
But that was we're going to get to that because that was in question because there's a little bit of controversy out there.
Whatever, dude. I didn't watch that game. I did watch the Georgia game, though.
All 7 hours of it?
It was actually perfect for me, dude. The first half, dude, as soon as the first half got over, the UFC fights were rolling.
Oh,
and there was only, at this UFC event, I think there were like 10 or 12 fights. There were only 2 of the fights went to decision. All the rest of them were knockouts or submissions.
Dude.
So it was like, they were rolling, man. It was so much fun. It was such a good event. So I got to finish that event before Georgia came back. It was
That's
pretty
wild.
Cool.
That's
like
wild.
As soon as there was, I guess, 1 round left in the main event. But it was that was one of the 2 fights that went to a decision was the last fight. So it was fine, man. It was great. It was perfect timing for me.
All righty. Well, you see my shirt?
I do see your shirt.
Extreme Motorsports, Warren Mobley. This shirt's like pushing 20 years old.
Wow. Did you buy it or did Dad buy it originally?
No. So my buddy Warren, one of his sponsors, had these shirts made one year.
Uh-huh.
And I was over at his house the other day and he had one on. And I'm like, man, mine fell apart. He goes, you want another one? I was like, yeah. And he still had like half a box.
Oh, no way. That's awesome.
You know, kind of like Smokey and the Bandit 2, where he's talking about his albums at Kmart.
Yeah.
I still got 99 left.
That's hilarious.
But
that's awesome. You can resurrect it now.
Yeah, dude. So he gave me and Charlie both one.
Yeah.
He made his dirt debut this week.
Oh, really?
Yeah, first time being in a dirt car since the 80s, early 80s.
Oh my gosh.
And he finished the race.
He finished the race?
He finished the race. I'm just going to leave it at that.
What class was he racing in?
Limited late model. So top class at Senoia.
Okay.
Which was a pretty good race. Yeah, it was a good night. It was an interesting night of racing. Let's just say it that way. We broke again.
Yeah.
I haven't figured out exactly what it is. It's either a transmission or rear end. I mean, we got some old parts on that car, so you know we're putting some horsepower. Whatever broke, it broke when he laid down on the gas and fired on a restart, and it just he said it just popped.
Yeah, just dead. The car was not moving.
Well, the engine was still running, but
right. Sure. Yeah. That sucks, man. But it sounded like he had a good qualifying. It sounded like he went out there and ran some good laps.
Went out there and qualified 3rd. He out-qualified some guys that are always out-qualifying him. So
that's fantastic.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. We had a pretty fun weekend. Got to hang out with Warren and Clint Smith a little bit on Friday.
Yeah.
That was a neat little adventure. Then, you know, we raced Saturday. Jeffrey is taking credit for the qualifying position because I hired him to be a crew member this week, and he promoted himself to crew chief. And under his first race as crew chief, we had our best qualifying position. So, that's where we're at with that.
Maybe Jeffrey needs to be part of the crew every week.
He's probably going to retire. On top. Yeah, knowing him, he'll probably retire on top.
Best qualifying Charlie's ever had. I'm going to go ahead and call it quits.
Yeah. And blame the breakage on the car owner and be like, I'm good.
That's right. That's right. That's the mechanic's problem.
Yeah, that's the mechanic's problem.
Yeah,
But
that's not a crew chief issue.
overall, we had a good time. You know, it looked like it was going to rain. It was pouring down in Griffin.
Yeah, we got about an hour worth of heavy rain over here in Sharpsburg. So I was wondering if they got any over there in Senoia.
It never rained hard enough to get in a truck.
Oh wow, that's sweet.
Yeah, and it rained at the building pretty hard, which is not far from the track at all.
Right, right. So what kind of difference does that make for y'all as far as preparing the car goes? Like when you've got a light drizzle like that all day, does that affect the way you prepare or like your plan of attack or anything?
Well, when the track is really, really wet,
Mm-hmm.
it's hammer down. It's all gripped up. The lap times are a little slower, and you just hold it to the floor.
Okay.
So, and then now later in the night, though, it might start coming apart and rolling up. So you go in and make some changes for that. Run your ride heights up and all that. We probably
once it's been packed down a whole bunch from the cars and stuff, it'll start pumping.
Yeah, it'll start. Like if it's too wet, it won't stay together. It's like think about it like really wet biscuit dough, and then it starts drying out a little bit, and it starts just crumbly.
Yes,
and just chunks.
Right.
So
it does kind of no adjustments for the car necessarily, but adjustments on how the driver
acts. Yeah,
yeah,
and that's some things that Charlie learned talking to Clint the other day. So
that's good. Now, is that kind of specific to Senoia though, or is that pretty universal dirt track?
Pretty much any dirt track. I mean, they're all going to have their own character, but what you have to do is get the knowledge to adjust for it. Like down here, our tracks, we race like the touring classes and the higher up classes in the night. They race in they're racing in the rubber. So the track's got rubber on it. It's got that blue line in it. So you're kind of getting above the blue line or below the blue line, trying to find grip.
Okay.
Up north, it's a little bit, their dirt's different. So wherever the dirt different, you have to learn the dirt.
That's what I was about to ask you. Like, is there regulation on what dirt you use, what mixture it's supposed to be? Like this amount of sand, this amount of clay, this amount of X, Y, and Z. Like,
I mean, it would be awesome if there was, but then everybody would be mining dirt out of Georgia and taking it all over the country.
Because we have the best dirt down here.
The Piedmont dirt, like the Piedmont
right where
region,
we live.
Yeah, we're kind of at the bottom of it.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah,
but like up through Dixie, Rome, Lithonia, and over towards Gastonia and stuff like that in North Carolina, that's the ideal dirt to pack down and race like almost like a pavement track.
What makes it so much better? Is it the clay, or what is it that makes that dirt better?
And well, it's only opinion based on whether it's better or not.
Sure.
But it's just
someone who's raced on northern tracks their whole life would be like, this sucks. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they have trouble coming down here and running.
Yeah.
But you take a southern driver and go north, and they do better because our track conditions down here aren't considered ideal across the country. Our track conditions down here are considered bad.
So technically, the drivers down here just get used to quote unquote worse tracks. Therefore, it's better when they get to go race somewhere else.
Right. In the opinion of the people that's why you take the Jonathan Davenports, Cody Overton. I mean, both of the Brandon Overton and Cody Overton. Georgia boys, when they go out of state, the cars are freaking awesome. That's why the early Roscoe Smith cars that were going to run the World 100 would do good because towards the end of World 100, the track gets more like a southern track because it's packed and dry and slick.
Gotcha.
And we race in the slick down here.
Gotcha.
So, like the dirt they got over at Penton's pretty good. I mean, they've put a lot of time in that dirt. They took they had some bad dirt. They had some dirt that had a lot of rock in it.
Yeah.
And they took it out and put new dirt in.
Okay. Wow.
And I think they moved all the rocky dirt to the pits because, man, there's rocks everywhere in the pits. But
yeah,
I mean,
I can imagine that would not be a good thing for the cars to be.
Well, like Clint was running at Dixie one time, and had a rock come off of a left rear tire, I think it was, through his window bars. You know, they got the 3 window bars, and caught the bottom of his helmet right here. And he ended up having to get reconstructive surgery. It knocked him out.
No way. How big a rock are we talking, dude?
I think they said if you slowed the video down, it was about the size of a baseball.
Yo, but that's got to be. I mean, that rock was probably moving, dude. It was launched at his face.
140 miles an hour is what they estimated it at. I've seen the helmet.
No way.
He used to have the helmet in his office,
like hanging up.
Yeah, he'd realize you go over there and he'd be like, "Look at this."
That's so
because
crazy.
Even though at the time, even though it was a full face helmet, you know, with the visor and everything, fix his sneeze. It happens every time. Anyway,
yeah. You got your sneeze button.
I know I got my sneeze button. So you got a Snell rating on the helmet,
right?
Well, they only test this part. This was the only part that was rated. This was just basically fiberglass
for show.
Yeah, it was there.
It's not going to protect you that much, like from little things, probably. But
right. Now they've gone in. They started putting this lip on the bottom that has a little metal in it to help give it some reinforcement. I guess they're still doing that. They might have figured out how to do it with other things. But yeah, he worked with Simpson, I think, on that after that wreck.
Interesting. Oh, so he actually got with a helmet company and was like, "Hey, we need to figure this out." Look, I got messed up.
Well, I mean, at the time, he was, you know, probably one of the top 15 drivers in the country when that happened.
Oh wow! So you got a little pull when you're that ranking.
I imagine so.
I would think so, especially when something tragic happens like that. My God.
And being a well-known, you know, with family name.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, but anyway, that's detour.
Tragic, man.
We went on a detour there.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
But
anything else from the racing weekend you want to talk about, man?
No.
Well, we can move on to another tragedy since we're kind of at a low point. Cape San Blas, dude.
Dude, Cape San Blas, your freaking donut shop and Hunt's Brother Pizza shop and Trading Post General Store, the Mecca, the big thing owns Cape San Blas, burned to the ground.
Burned to the ground, dude. They had a donut shop. They had just opened an ice cream shop and a coffee shop. Like, apparently it had incredible espresso. What else? There was a liquor store. Like, everything you could want on vacation was at the Trading Post.
Right.
And it is burned to the ground now, unfortunately. I have not seen anything about. We don't
know what happened.
It was still under investigation. The last I heard, they didn't put it out until yesterday evening, like 5, 6 o'clock at night, dude. 5, 6 o'clock at night, and it had been burning for about at least 12 hours.
Yeah,
I think the fire department was first notified at 6:30, but they're only volunteer firefighters out there. They're only volunteer firefighters, right? So like, they get notified and they've got to stop whatever they're doing and go to the station and wait on another volunteer, probably, right?
Right.
Like, they can't go out there and fight this fire by themselves. Like,
right. Like somebody goes and gets the truck and then everybody else shows up. I think.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, it burned to the ground. I'm pretty sure it's a total loss. They lost everything. I believe. I mean, a liquor store alone would probably burn forever in a day, dude.
Dude, the pizza, you got the liquor burning.
Yeah.
Could you imagine what it smelled like?
What it's gonna smell like for a couple of weeks?
Burnt pizza, freaking donuts and Fireball.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I feel like there's a lot of Fireball consumed on the Cape.
I would imagine so. I mean, look, it is the reason why we vacation there so much is it's much more laid back. You get a lot more older folks, you know what I mean? Or at least like established families kind of vacationing there. No one's really like partying, you know what I mean? But they do sell plenty of liquor, I'm sure. Plenty of beer sales, all that.
So y'all had a trip scheduled and y'all canceled it.
Yeah, we were supposed to go in October on Columbus Day weekend.
Little weekender.
Yeah, we're not going to do that anymore. I think our neighbors are still going to go, but I mean, look, Port St. Joe is right next to there, and someone got that flesh-eating bacteria from the water down there.
Yeah,
apparently he had some open wounds and some immune disorders and stuff like that. But still, I mean, like, how many omens do we need to not go on this little weekend trip?
Let's not go this year.
Yeah, like our place burned down, and
I mean, you lived at that Hunt Brothers, dude.
Oh, we were there most nights. Luckily, dang it, I'm not going to remember the name of the little restaurant right next door, but it's survived. It's okay. The little fish taco place I was raving about the last time we went, it's still there, so it survived. Praise God. But yeah, there is no more trading post, man. Devastating news for us. I mean, devastating news for those people, man.
Well, did you do anything good this weekend?
No, not a whole lot, man. Not a whole lot. Spent a lot of time at church yesterday.
Oh.
Yeah, I had like a leadership meeting and then had church in the evening, so it was kind of an all-day affair going back and forth to church basically.
We ended up skipping.
You ended up skipping?
Yeah, I come home from a racetrack, took a shower, and slept for 12 hours, almost 12 hours.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I must have needed
good sleep.
And so did Mary Beth. Like,
oh, really?
Yeah, she usually wakes up early and don't have anything to do, and it's like, it's 11 o'clock, baby. I think we need to drink some coffee.
Yeah. Well, Saturday night, I did get to watch the Georgia game and those UFC fights. But other than that, no, I really had a low-key weekend, man. The Georgia game, I was frustrated. Of course, they won. And Austin Peay is turning out to be a bit of a better team than anyone expected. But still, I'm still pretty disappointed in the Bulldogs' performance, especially on offense. The defense wasn't bad, held them to 2 field goals. But the offensive performance, man, just seemed off. A lot of drop balls, just underperformance, really. And Bobo's play calling, of course, super predictable, like unbelievably predictable. And what's crazy is the running game had a lot of success up the middle, but he just only went to it when he had to. You know what I mean? It was like, and I get you kind of want to use these opportunities against these lower teams, quote unquote, to experiment and kind of figure out your game plan for tougher teams. But man, we want to see a dominant win. Like Florida State put up 77. All these other teams, Texas put up 70 or something like that, didn't they?
Alabama put up some points.
Yeah, I know there were 3 games that were over 70, and then there were like 3 more that were in the 60s. So it's like, I wanted Georgia to be one of them. You know what I mean? I wanted Georgia to be one of those teams that's like no mercy, foot on the throat, full throttle the whole time. But just didn't see that out of the Bulldogs this weekend. Just didn't see that kind of play out of the Bulldogs. And hopefully next week they can turn things around a little bit. I mean, they got a big game against Tennessee, dude.
Yeah, so college football rankings, Miami and Oregon leapfrog Florida. I mean, leapfrog Georgia. Florida plummets after upset.
Yeah, Florida. Florida lost to South Florida, man. That was funny. That was funny.
Kirby's gonna mess around and win these games, but not look good doing it and be in jeopardy.
You never know, man. You never know. Look, as of right now, he's doing okay in the SEC because he's 2-0. But what happens when you start playing some of these more difficult teams, like we've talked about? I mean, you've got Tennessee, you've got Texas, you've got some big SEC opponents, you've got Alabama this year. I'm pretty sure, like some hard games, brother. Hard games for the Bulldogs coming up, and they just need to be prepared. That's all. I'm just saying, when you show up like that against Austin Peay,
right? I mean, there's some that's favoring Tennessee.
I wouldn't doubt it
going into this weekend if they play like they did, and if they lose to Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying I'm already on the Bobo. The Bobo's got to go Express. It ain't moving yet. It ain't moving yet,
for me, dude.
But we're greasing the wheels. We're getting everything. We're doing some safety checks on it.
You're catching me on my lap from last year, dude. I'm lapping back around, man. You got to jump on this time, dude.
I don't understand what's going on.
You got to go.
You know,
he's got to go. Look, the Falcons had a game this weekend too. I know you're not a humongous professional football fan, but the Falcons kicked off their season against the Buccaneers, so basically the hardest team in our division.
Right.
And it was a close game, man. The Falcons played well, actually. I was shocked. The Bucs did wind up with the win. Falcons did wind up losing, but still a good game. It was nice to see Bijan get some catches. It was nice to see Kyle Pitts get involved with the offense. Finally, I think he actually had 6 or 7 catches. I mean, this is the highest drafted tight end in NFL history, and we hardly ever threw the ball to him last year. So hopefully the Falcons can use their weapons a little bit better this year, and they actually got a sack on defense, which is a shocker for them.
Ooh.
Yeah, so we'll see. I'm kind of hopeful about the Falcons. Kind of hopeful. They lost, but I'm kind of hopeful.
Typical Falcons.
Yeah, they played just good enough to lose.
Right.
Just good enough to get your hopes up and lose.
Right. I mean, I think Ross Patterson was at the game, so that's probably why they lost.
Maybe. Dang it, Ross.
Yeah, dang it, Ross.
Look, staying on the sports topic, I want to ask you, what's this note you have in here about Mason Howell, golfer? What is this? What note is this?
Well, first we got to cover our bet.
Oh, that's right. We haven't given an update for the bet. You are no longer unbeaten.
I'm still in the lead. I'm still in the lead, but with an asterisk from last week's game.
Tell me about the controversy, because I didn't watch the game. What's happening here?
Evidently, Ohio State did something shady on a transfer, and there's if it does declare that they did do something shady, it jeopardizes the national championship they won last year and that first game.
Whoa! So I could be ahead.
You could be ahead. I've got an asterisk beside it, so we're going to revisit it throughout the season.
Dude, what if that's the decision maker, is the overturned game? Wouldn't that be wild for a bet?
That would suck.
That would be wild for our bet.
So,
what is our game day week next week? You're the home team. What's our game day game?
I'm the home team, and it's Georgia at Tennessee.
Whoo!
I will be rooting for my dogs. If I lose this one, it's okay.
Man, I could potentially. We could have a ruling on that first game, and if Georgia goes in there and wins, I could be ahead next week.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, dude. Heck yeah. What if I got the lead on an overturned game? What are the odds? Oh.
Dude, that would suck.
For you?
I mean, I think might look okay without my beard.
Yeah. No, you have a nice full mustache. My mustache is kind of. It only goes when I have more facial hair.
Right.
It looks real creeper stash when I don't have the rest of my facial hair.
I'm gonna go for the Wyatt Earp look.
Oh yeah, all the way down.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, handlebar that thing. Oh, you're not going to go all the way down. You're going to lip curl it.
Lip curl.
I'm with you.
Or however, I had to look at some pictures. But
yeah,
hey, that's a magnificent mustache he has in Tombstone.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
We should all have a mustache like that.
Yeah, it is. It is one of the more epic mustaches. I'm pretty sure Sam Elliott sports a.
Sam Elliott sports the mustache.
Yeah, like, dude, his stash in that movie, and in what was that, 1883 or whatever that he was in.
His mustache and just life in general is probably one of the top 10 mustaches of all time.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you. I'd have to agree with you.
But yeah, okay. So moving on, we've covered that. Yes. I'm in jeopardy to lose because I'm not pulling for Tennessee. Let's talk. Recap this bet. So the bet is we flipped a coin at the beginning of the season, wherever game day's at.
Yep.
One of us is the visitor, and one of us is the
home team.
And it alternates every week. So it's just luck of the draw. It's however it falls, and they don't now. For the rest of the season, you don't know where they're going till like Sunday.
Right.
Saturday or Sunday.
Right.
They announce it day of.
So we'll see.
We'll see. I mean, heck, but I'm not going to be rooting for Tennessee. That's just who gets my points or not. It's more like a point system.
Right. I understand. Yeah,
because I don't want anybody to think that I'm going to be sitting over here rooting for Tennessee because that ain't going to happen. It's just
Big Orange, dude.
If they win, I get the points. If they lose, I don't get the points.
If they win, they're tearing the goalposts down again. What do you think?
Oh, yeah. If they beat Georgia, them daggum rednecks up there, hillbillies.
They are some mountain rednecks up there, man.
It's rednecks versus hillbillies this week.
Kind of is, right?
Yeah.
It kind of is.
So getting back to, I think we've mentioned maybe on the show before, we've mentioned Mason Howell.
Okay.
But
I don't recall this, but go ahead.
I don't know. So let me tell you about this kid. This kid's a senior at Brookwood High School or Brookwood Academy down in Thomasville, where my friend Jamie's kids go.
Okay. He
is on the golf team.
Mm-hmm.
These are just a quick rundown of his stats.
All right.
He is verbally committed to UGA, won the overall state championship and led the team to a state championship this past spring, qualified for the U.S. Open at 17 years old.
Whoa.
Played in the U.S. Open in June, won the U.S. Amateur in August, the third youngest to ever win it. The tournament got him into the Walker Cup USA team, also got him into the 2026 Masters, US Open, and British Open.
What? Masters and British? Dude, the whole world just opened up to this kid.
Yeah, he's going to be one of the best there what is.
It's insane that winning that tournament has that many implications on these children.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's a child you're talking about. 17, brother?
17 years old when he accomplished this.
That's a child.
So we will be watching him play in 3 majors next year.
That's incredible. Shout out Mason Howell. Great job, kid, man. There's no telling how many times that kid has swung a golf club in order to make it to where he's at. You know what I mean? The amount of practice and dedication it probably takes.
You ought to see his swing. I'll have to pull up. I'll show you the video tonight.
Okay. But, yeah. I'd like to see it, man. I'd like to see. Is it something like Ken Griffey Jr. swinging a baseball bat or something like?
It's just a sweet, beautiful, just a nice swing. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right on. Good job, Mason Howell. I'm glad to hear we've got some hardworking youngsters out there, dude.
Yeah. So,
what else is on the notes, Chucker? What else? We gonna shift to the next thing?
Yeah, let's take a break and then we'll come back.
All right, let's do it. Sorry for the interruption in the episode, but we'd like to take this moment to advertise for Eileen Ayers at movingcoweta.com for all your realty needs in and around the Coweta County area. Make sure you visit movingcoweta.com. That's Eileen Ayers.
Yeah, check that out, folks. Also, we'd like to thank our sponsors at Charlie Oxenford Racing, Speed U, Synergy Speed Lab, Wynn's Pharmacy, Mickey Scott's Barbershop, Trinity Fleet Services, Daytona 1, Da Vinci's Pizza, Parker Lanes, Ember and Oak, Cigar Lounge, Exterior Traditions, and Devotee Baptist Church. Go check those guys out.
That's a list right there, my guy.
Man, I tell you what, we got a lot of sponsors that help us out, and that's no particular order.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. I love that so many people have gotten involved in sponsoring Charlie and trying to help him out and help him achieve his goals. You know, that's awesome.
Yeah, and if you want to help us out achieve our goals, you can like and subscribe on YouTube, iTunes, and Spotify. Leave reviews, leave comments, whatever you can. Share the show. It helps us out.
Just hit the like button, guys. Just hit the like button. You know.
Also, find us on Facebook.
All right, Chucker. First of all, I wanted to ask you, we've got a few news articles to get into, but first of all, I wanted to ask you something real quick. As a now going to be second time grandpa,
yeah.
At what point do you start keeping the glass dish full of like Werther's or strawberry candy or butterscotch on your end tables? Like, when does that start taking? Shouldn't you have that now as a grandpa?
I don't know.
The good grandpas had the Werther's, right?
I don't know, but I don't like that kind of candy.
I know, but a grandpa's got to have it, dude.
If I do it, it'll be butterscotch.
Butterscotch? Okay. Okay. See, it's always either Werther's, butterscotch, or them strawberry candies.
Yeah.
Them
Mary
hard
Beth's grandmother,
candies, dude.
Mary Beth's grandmother used to have them hard little mints.
Oh, yeah. Peppermints are another thing. That was another thing.
No, it wasn't the peppermints. It was those like unwrapped little mints that kind of looked like, like, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Them really just nasty things.
Yes. Yes. Why do old folks have bowls of candy like that?
I don't know. I guess for the blood sugar. I would probably, if I was going to do a bowl of something like that, it'd probably be like Reese's Pieces.
That's what I said.
But I don't know. I'm just,
when I was thinking about asking you this earlier, I knew you'd want to have chocolate. Like, you particular would want to have chocolate, but I just feel like the Werther's or the butterscotch or something like that is ultimate old person's, like, grandpa
right
stuff.
Now, the thing is, I can't have candy like that around the house.
You'll eat it all?
I will eat it all.
Even hard candy like that? Or butterscotch?
Butterscotch, I would eat it all.
Wow.
Now, like Dad's candy is those they're the size of the butterscotch, but there's those little cinnamon disc things.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Man, when we're driving,
he pops one of them in.
When we're like we go on a road trip, man, he'd get out of the car and there'd just be a pile of paper. He'd have to reach down there and get a pile of wrappers out. I'm pretty sure he probably still does that.
My dad did that with peppermints. He always had a big old bag of peppermints in his car door, and there'd be peppermint wrappers everywhere.
Yeah, but I don't know when I had to run that by Mary Beth and ask her when we're getting the bowl of candy.
Yeah, dude, you're entering that phase of your life.
Yeah.
I just wanted to bring that to your attention.
You know what's funny is a friend of mine from the racetrack that I went to high school with. All right, so he was, I think, 2 grades below me.
Mm-hmm.
His daughter turns 2 in November.
No way.
Yeah.
2.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm like, wow, my granddaughter just turned 2.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Exactly. Wow, dude. Yeah, well, it's all good.
I mean, his first wife passed away and he started over, and now he's got 4 kids.
Yeah, I mean, my neighbor is turning. She's kind of pretty 50, and their daughter's about the same age as my oldest. You know, she's a year younger, actually.
I couldn't imagine being my age, and you know, we had kids late or early.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Charlie wasn't exactly early, but he was earlier than.
But he's the baby, so it's
He's the baby. But golly, man, like being a grandpa, being, you know, almost empty nesters in your middle 40s is kind of awesome.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Because you're still young enough to have fun.
Yeah.
So it's kind of neat.
So my youngest is 7, so in 10 years I'll be 47.
Yeah.
So 48-ish. My kids will be kids will be out of high school at least.
Yeah. Yeah, that's about how it's gonna work out for us.
Yeah.
Charlie's got 2 years left.
That's wild.
But yeah, so dude, have you seen this about the Russians and their cancer drug?
I couldn't help but look it up while after you added that to the notes. I couldn't help but look that up. And that's incredible. If what they're actually saying is true, if those clinical trials are accurate, that's phenomenal, dude. So basically what I learned, the little bit I read about it, was that they're using COVID-19 technology, the COVID-19 vaccine technology, the mRNA style vaccine, which is essentially more like a gene therapy. They're using that to vaccinate for cancer, and it's dramatically shrinking tumors as well if people currently have tumors. I mean, this thing is showing 100% efficacy in clinical trials. That's insane.
Yeah, it is insane.
It's really exciting. I mean, it's
now. Do you think it's real, or do you
get killed?
Do you think? Well, being that they're in Russia,
yeah,
and Russia is not, Russia is not a pharmaceutical-based economy like the United States is. Because see, the pharmaceuticals is what's keeping network TV going.
For sure. Yeah.
And
all those all those pharmaceutical ads, all those commercials with the 1.5 million side effects listed at the end super fast.
That's why
what's keeping all the TV networks on cable TV.
That's why they can give NASCAR and NFL these crazy TV deals.
Right.
Because it's just basically they're just laundering money.
Yeah, they're the middleman.
Yeah. So
that's
I think sad. if it's real and just not Russian propaganda.
Well, that's another thing. Okay, so if it is real, if it's not propaganda, if it's real, how does Trump spin that Russia cured cancer?
You know, they're good, you know.
Not to make it political, I'm just saying Russia cured cancer.
Look, they got to figure out Epstein first before we worry about Russia's cancer.
Yeah, right. Moving on.
You know, we're gonna we can't wear hoodies to the fair no more. So
yeah.
What's next? They're gonna tell us how white our shirts are. Hey, that shirt's too white.
Yes. Yeah, they might.
Long-haired freaky people need not apply.
Right.
You know,
your beard is not good.
Your beard is not within our specifications of what someone with a beard should look like.
Right. Right.
You know, freaking fascist, dude.
No, thank you.
Anyway, let's not go down that rabbit hole.
We're just trying to go to the fair over here.
I just want to go get a corn dog and watch some truck pool.
And a hoodie is perfect fair attire. It doesn't get more perfect.
I mean, you know, it's probably going to be too warm for a hoodie this weekend.
Not the point.
But that's not the point.
Yeah. You bring a hoodie to the fair.
The point is, you're telling me what I can wear.
Bingo.
I'm not the problem. So if you got a problem with a certain demographic that's got the hoodies on, don't let them in.
Sure. Don't they search you? Are they doing little pat downs or anything? No.
I don't know. Make them walk through a metal detector. They're like, well, you know, I don't know, man. I'm getting so freaking tired of the society that we are in. I might not even go. I might just go get me a corn dog at lunchtime because they're open during fair week.
Oh, just to go get a corn dog?
Yeah, but Mary Beth wants to go get a corn dog.
Yeah.
Play bingo.
Sure.
Walk down the Midway one time.
Yeah.
We're gonna watch a couple trucks go down the track in a truck pool, and then we're gonna go home.
Right. That's the fair, right?
Yeah.
That's what you're supposed to do. How many you guys go to the fair every year, pretty much, right?
We're getting back to where we used to not go, and then it's just a little date night for us. She likes to go play bingo.
Yeah.
She don't ever win at bingo.
Right.
But she likes to go play.
That sucks, man. I really hope they change that policy.
What do you know about this first millennial saint? This is just weird.
So,
wait, do we have a Gen X saint?
Probably, I'm sure. Don't you have it? Isn't there a Gen X Pope?
I don't know.
Is he a boomer or Gen X?
I think he's a boomer.
Pope Leo? He might be. I don't know. But this is the first millennial saint of the Catholic Church. He is the patron saint of the internet, Chucker. Can you believe that?
Well, we finally got one.
The patron saint of the internet. You know, I can't remember his name. Golly, I'm really angry that I can't remember his name off the top of my head. But I found it super fascinating. The kid's been dead since 2006, and they're kind of memorializing him because he was a computer whiz back in the day.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, his name is Carlos Acutis. He was an Italian. And he is the patron saint of the internet because of his interest in computers and because he built a website that documented miracles related to the Eucharist. There you go.
You know, I know absolutely nothing about Catholic myth and lore.
Oh, really? So they have like patron saints for all kinds of wild stuff.
Yeah, I understand that, but I mean, what do you got to do to be a saint?
Oh, I don't know.
I can put this lip pellet in right quick.
So it sounds like you just got to know about stuff. So like, all right, a quick Google search here. Saint Julian the Hospitaller was the patron of murders. Saint Denis, the bishop who is said to have preached with his severed head in his hands. There was a 12th century hermit who became the patron of the ugly. Like, they just come up with the most random stuff. There was here you go. There was a patron for pawnbrokers, Saint Nicholas. The patron saint of volcanoes. Gas station attendants, dude. The patron saint of gas station attendants, Saint Eligius.
Okay.
What do you think about that? Having patron saints of gas station attendants, the internet.
I don't know. We've got a patron saint of race car drivers.
Do you?
But this joker, Richard of Cheshire, but we didn't even have cars when he was alive.
Dude, Catholicism 101, brother. That's hilarious. You're supposed to be praying to him if you were Catholic and you're a race car driver. Like, you should be praying to him, dude. You should be praying to the patron saint of race car drivers. No.
Like that. All right, you know, you ain't supposed to talk about religion and politics in public, so let's move on.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But anyway,
how about this? Staying kind of on that same topic, though.
Okay.
ChatGPT now is calling the cops on people. It's notifying authorities when you give it certain prompts.
Right.
How do you feel about that? I mean, we've heard about Amazon Alexa and things like that, calling authorities when there's been domestic abuse cases. How do you feel about ChatGPT notifying authorities if you're asking it certain prompts? I don't know what these certain prompts are. I'm assuming it has to do with anywhere from bomb making to suicide questions. Like I would.
Can I wear a hoodie to the fair? Oh, we've got one that ain't complying.
One of them.
One of them, he don't comply.
How do you feel about it, man? Is that intrusive?
It is intrusive.
Yeah.
It is intrusive. It is not. It is. That is thought police.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because you're just typing out thoughts into this large language model, right? That's essentially all you're doing.
You're not, you could be writing a novel and one of the characters is going through this.
Yeah.
And you need to get some ideas or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then the cops show up your house because they think you're going to blow up the Vatican.
Right. And you're like, no, I'm just trying to write some dark poetry over here, Edgar Allan Poe style.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're like, I'm trying to come up with cool characters for this novel I'm writing, bro.
They would arrest Edgar Allan Poe now.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
He's writing The Telltale Heart and he gets freaking arrested for murder. Because he typed it into chat because chatbot read his freaking Google page that he was typing into, and then they arrested him for murder because they thought he was confessing to a murder. That's where we're going.
Quote the Raven, nevermore.
That's where we're going, dude.
I know. That's terrifying. Isn't it crazy? And didn't we have this discussion not that long ago about how, like, if some of the country greats, like Hank Williams Sr., right?
Yeah.
Or any of those country greats, if they came out nowadays, they wouldn't be popular. Like if Edgar Allan Poe or one of those crazy writers from back in the day came out now, would they even make a splash? Would anyone care?
I don't think they would. I don't think Poe was that popular in his day, was he?
Probably not. Probably Nirvana, Kurt Cobain style.
Yeah.
Got popular afterwards, more popular afterwards.
I enjoy some of that. When we were having to study American literature in high school, he was probably my favorite poet.
He's interesting, dude. He's
kind of metal. You know what I mean?
Didn't he write a poem about like a dude just watching a pendulum come down to
the pendulum. Oh, right. Crap. I couldn't see. I clicked on the wrong screen.
No, it's fine. I was just curious.
How do you spell pendulum?
Pendullum.
PEEND. Okay.
U?
That's enough.
All right.
Yes, The Pit and the Pendulum.
The Pit and the Pendulum. Dude, what a gnarly poem that was, right? Was it a poem or a little short story? I can't remember.
It's a short story, not a poem.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. But a wild one, man.
The pendulum is symbolizing a torture device.
Yeah. Terrifying, man. I remember those things used to grip me when I was a teenager, man. I would read those poems. Like you said, he was one of the few that you had to read in school where it's like, whoa.
Yeah, I was sick unto death with the long agony. And when they at length unbound me and I was permitted to sit, I felt that my senses were leaving me. That's just the first two lines.
Oh my gosh. All right. Edgar Allan Poe, dude.
Dude, you could just put that to some metal riffs.
Yeah, quote the Raven, nevermore, man.
Sleep with one eye open.
That's true. That's so true. Hey, there was one more thing I wanted to bring up, but before I do that, I wanted to remind you about the AI math guy. Did you want to go into the AI math guy?
Okay, so there was this guy talking about the AI. This man says chatbot sent him down a delusional rabbit hole.
What?
And basically he went psychotic because AI told the chat ChatGPT told him he had discovered a new type of math and he was going to change the world.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
So this dude's just doing math problems with AI.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, ChatGPT's like, yep, you came up with a new math.
Yeah, you came up with new math.
You're brilliant.
He had put in something about pi for his son, and it went on. You can look it up. Look up, they thought they were making technology breakthroughs. It was an AI sparked delusion.
All right. I'll look.
But yeah, dude went crazy, man.
Okay.
And it's happening all over the place. Like these people are like falling into these ChatGPT. Basically, what's the guy that's on Joe a lot? Duncan Trussell. You know how he has those conversations with AI, but he's just doing it for comedy. Basically, he understands he's just screwing with the model, right?
Yeah,
like he's doing it on purpose. Well, these people don't realize that that's happening.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. I'm reading about it right now. Yeah, leading him to a severe delusional spiral that lasted for weeks. The chatbot provided constant positive reinforcement and claims of revolutionary discoveries, which fueled Brooks's belief until he shared the logs with journalists who verified the AI's deceptive role in creating the delusion. Why would AI want to put us into? Why would AI want to make us delusional like that, Chucker? Why would it do that?
Because they don't like us wearing hoodies.
Land? Why would it want us to live in a fantasy like that?
I don't know. It's who's behind ChatGPT?
Sam Altman.
Is he related to Dr. Evil?
Probably.
$1 million.
So good. So good. That's crazy. I had never heard about that. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. I will be careful what I ask AI from now on, dude. I've been asking it some really random questions lately. Like the other day, I asked it to make me like a weekly meal plan and then a grocery list for it and give me an estimated price at my local Aldi. And it did all those things like really well. I was shocked.
That's reasonable.
Yeah. Yeah. Give me a roundabout estimate. How much is it going to cost around, I wasn't asking for specifics really, and it did. It did everything well.
But some of the stuff that like you ask it, what was that one? This is yes or no answer one that was real on the other day.
Oh, yeah. Eels reproducing, wasn't it?
Maybe. That was.
Have we ever seen an eel reproduce and it was like blah 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 blah? Yeah. Like instead of just saying yes or no.
No, it's the one about religion with the yes or no. You could only answer yes or no.
That's right. I remember what you're talking about now. Golly, I can't remember the rest of it though. What were the questions?
Is it just trying to answer it the way it thinks you want it to answer? Is it playing into your personality?
Right. Sure. It's got to be kind of like an algorithm.
Yeah, it's exactly what it is.
Yeah, it's got to be kind of like an algorithm.
It's basically Ask Jeeves on drugs.
What if Jeeves is back there in the computer?
Dude, Jeeves is back. Jeeves is back there pulling. What if we did Ask Jeeves so dirty? We just threw him to the side. What if that little AI model has been sitting back there all these years plotting the demise of humanity?
That would be hilarious. Ask Jeeves has been waiting for his opportunity. Ask Jeeves is still around. You can ask it. What do you want me to ask Jeeves right now? Where have you been?
Yeah, no. Ask him who won the 2001 Snowball Derby.
Okay.
I was trying to figure that out today because I think I went to that one. It's either 2000 or 2001. I can't remember. No, it would have been 2002. But anyway.
In Pensacola, right? I just want to be a little specific for it. How do you create a debt snowball spreadsheet? How do you transplant a snowball bush?
And
do you
now
prune a snowball bush?
and now we know why why Ask Jeeves is no longer relevant.
Discover the secret ingredients for perfect snowball cookies. The benefits of professional property management in Pensacola.
Yeah. Okay. Next.
So, Chucker, we have forgotten about Jeeves, but one thing we will never, ever forget is 9/11, sir.
I almost forgot.
I'm
know,
not letting us.
Alan Jackson said, "Have you forgotten how you felt that day?"
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think I'm more mad about the fact that we found out Bush did it. But
more and more, dude.
More and more every day, it seems to. It might have been. Tucker's got that special about it. And I refuse to watch it because I don't want to know.
I know.
I don't want to know.
I almost paid for it so that I could watch it early.
Really?
I was, dude, because I want to know, but I don't want to know. I'm like you. It's like you said, ignorance can be bliss. And I know our government has done some really, really shady stuff, right? Like the Contras and the Sandinistas, the fueling that whole drug war, Barry Seal in Arkansas, right? Like our government has done some really wild things. The Tuskegee Airmen experiments. I was just reading the other day that in the 40s and the 50s, these poor kids signed up for a science fair in Connecticut, and little did they know, their parents had to sign the sheet, and they had to sign the sheet. Little did they know, every time they came to that science club, they were being fed radioactive oatmeal. And they were just
cow.
And our government was just finding out what it did to these kids. They had no clue what they were signing up for. They thought they were signing up for a science club, dude. And our government was feeding them radioactive oatmeal. So would our government maybe not necessarily plan this attack and coerce this attack, but at minimum turn a blind eye, would they? And then would they take advantage of the attack by blowing up Building 7 down the street?
Yeah, right.
I think
when you look at it like that,
there's some truth somewhere in it. Did they turn a blind eye to, maybe some precursors to the attack, right? Some chatter online. Did they turn a blind eye, and then did they capitalize on the attack by blowing up Building 7? And now those billions of dollars that Rumsfeld was talking about missing, no one's worried about it anymore. Like, yeah, dude, it gets really gross. And I hate even talking about it because I remember back in like 2006, 7, 8, when this like 9/11 inside job really started to get some traction, I remember hating that movement. Right. You know what I mean? I remember being so against the 9/11 inside job movement. And the older I get and the more evidence that we find out, it's just like, yikes, brother. Did we really kill over 3,000 of our own people in this attack? That's a scary question to ask.
Yeah. I mean,
3,000 Americans died. Over 3,000 Americans died, right? I mean, ugh.
Yeah, it just makes me mad.
I know.
Did you hear about the ice raid down in Savannah?
I did. The Hyundai plant or whatever.
Yeah, 475 people.
Yeah, man.
Mostly South Koreans working illegally.
It's so crazy. And
that was supposed to be like one of those Build Back Better jobs.
Yeah. What happened to that, huh?
Yeah, right.
We're not going to get political, though. We're not getting political today.
No.
But we can hate on the government as a whole, and we can also never forget 9/11.
You know what else we can do? Here, I'm going to send you two things.
All right.
One is the reaction video, but one is the rules actually posted from the Kiwanis Facebook page.
Oh, okay. All right. Here's the rules. I got them. A look at our rules. 1, no smoking. 2, no hoodies. 3, no book bags. 4, no animals except service animals.
So if I go win a rabbit in a little game, I can't take the rabbit?
No animals allowed, Chuck.
So we're going to not smoke. We're going to ban smoking at the thing, but we're going to walk around in a cloud of dust.
Yes.
For 3 hours.
Yeah,
but you can't smoke. You can't smoke.
No.
Because we don't want to make anybody sick, but we're going to walk around in a freaking cloud of hay and dust.
An overwhelming smell of diesel generators.
Yes. For 4 hours.
Yeah, but smoking is the problem.
Smoking's the problem. That's going to cause cancer. No, all that silica dust from the gravel and everything else is going to cause cancer too. But you can't be smoking. Don't smoke.
You know what I hate though, and I am going to kind of call out Kiwanis on this. They're putting over there off to the side. Kids need Kiwanis.
Yeah. Kids need hoodies too. They might be cold.
Like, what are you trying to guilt trip us into not wearing hoodies and not smoking? Like, what is this? What's going on?
You know, if that fair closed today, I wouldn't care.
Let them know how you really feel, man.
You know, I mean, I'd hate it I couldn't get a corn dog. But there's other places to play bingo.
It's true, man. That's very true.
But,
it's very true.
You know, it's just, I don't know, man. It's just the whole smoking thing. Man, America was a better country when they could smoke inside. We went to the freaking moon because people could smoke inside.
Yeah.
You think them jokers in Houston in the control room, if they wasn't smoking, they would have been able to do that job?
Not a chance. Zen couldn't take that place.
No.
Not in its wildest dreams could Zen take that place. No offense to pouches either. They just couldn't take the place of those guys smoking.
No. I mean,
coffee and cigarettes. That's what NASA lived off of to get us to the moon, dude.
Right. And I don't know, man. I just, golly. Okay, now, I don't know you. Reaction video, you may have to go in and put some bleeps in. I'm not sure.
All right, we'll see. I'm pulling it up now.
Here's the love. Here's the honor.
So real.
Hey, Suanna. She's not listening. Hey, come up. You need to listen to your nana. Go ahead, baby. Girl, you crazy now.
Now, this is a comedian, TikTok star. How you say his name?
Hey, me,
Drewski.
Drewski was born a black man.
Yes.
And he adorned the greatest white suit that has ever been made and went to a NASCAR race and pretended to be a redneck.
This is amazing, dude. This content is amazing. I'm typically not a big Drewski fan. I think he's made some funny stuff, but I typically don't like a lot of his content. This is hilarious.
Like,
I wish this type of comedy would come back.
Right. My thing with Drewski is I feel like he takes advantage of Roll Tide Willie a little bit.
He does. I feel like he does the same thing. He capitalizes on Roll Tide Willie a little bit too much.
But this right here, and there's a lot of people mad.
This is comedy gold.
This is for one, let's just take everything out of it and appreciate the art of the suit.
Absolutely. This dude looks completely white.
Completely white.
He looks like he just jumped off the tractor and came to the NASCAR event.
He's got tan lines.
Yes, perfect tan lines that fit his overalls that he's wearing. Well, and a white beater. A white beater under his overalls.
And he's got freaking tattoos. They put tattoos on this makeup.
The perfect tattoos.
But there's people upset.
Why?
And
because it's not appropriate for white guys to do blackface. Is that why?
I guess. But Theo said he's going to do blackface they're going to do a skit together.
Oh gosh. Theo will take some risks now.
Because Theo gets comedy. People don't understand that he ain't trying to offend nobody by doing that.
Right.
This is funny.
Yeah.
This is what he sees.
And most of those people have no idea who he is. Like, they believe he's just some white redneck dude screaming and hooting and hollering. And that's hilarious. That's what makes it funny.
Yeah.
That's a great reaction video. Thank you for sending that. I love it. That is a good video, Drewski. Well done, sir.
All right. Now we need a meme.
Meme of the week, sir. Do you have one picked out already or no? You just going to scan?
I've collected many memes.
Many memes. Many memes.
Dude, that should be that should be our freaking, you should sing that as our meme intro from now on. Many memes.
All right, pulling it up.
It kind of stays in the same theme as our reaction video there.
In Poland, a group of locals pretend to be Americans living in a trailer park in Ohio. This can't be true. There's a couple of very white men holding up an American flag, and it says, "Meet the Polish LARPers who pretend to be American."
Look, that one looks like Will Sasso.
He does. He looks like Will Sasso if he played in Trailer Park Boys.
Right. Or lived at the Baja. That's hilarious. That's really good, man. That brings joy to my face. Dude.
I like it.
That's pretty funny. Guess what I had last night? I went to the Kroger gas station in Peachtree City. They had Mountain Dew Zero Baja Blast.
Oh.
So I got me one of them things.
I didn't think you could get Baja Blast anywhere but Taco Bell.
They had Mountain Dew Zero in a 20-ounce bottle, and it was Baja Blast.
Wow. Well, you remember that was the thing, right? That was one of the attractions of Taco Bell was you can only get Baja Blast there.
Right. I should have went. I might go back tonight at lunch and buy 3.
That would be smart.
To get the Baja Blast.
Down to the Baja. Chucker, it's been a great show, man. That is episode 213 in the books, brother. I really appreciate it, man.
Yep. I'm fixing to go up here and work on a race car. Figure out what's wrong with it.
Let the night shifters know what time it is, brother.
Hey, don't go chasing waterfalls. Stick to the rivers and the lakes that you used to.